back here through Carpenter, and Umberger going to make contact. Caution flag going to come out.
Next out has a win here in the street stocks this season in car 50 out of Buena Vista, Virginia. It's Keith Herron, last year's points champion. Car 23, it is Howard Hall out of Concord, Virginia, and then veteran driver in the 97 there in turn 2 out of Madison Heights, Virginia. It's Earl Brooks Jr. Green is out here for Rafine Medical Associates Street Stock Hot Lap qualifying. Rookies, you are next. Rookies, you are next for qualifying. Caution there in turn 2 for Buena Vista, Virginia's Keith Herron. Looped her there in turn 2 for qualifying here. Want them back up here. First lap for Keith Herron, 19.020, third overall. First lap coming for Concord, Virginia's Howard Hall, times in second overall at 18.609. Make that third overall. Second overall is Earl Brooks Jr. with the 18.575. Chris Cordell still fastest with 18.322. Second lap faster for the 23 of Howard Hall, 18.476. Second currently on the board. Earl Brooks drops back to third overall on the board with an 18.575. Checkered flag coming out for this group. Still fast time, Chris Cordell with an 18.322. Howard Hall second overall with an 18.476. Earl Brooks Jr. Medical Associates Street Stock. It's the 22 of Ben Hamilton out of Fairfield. In car 55, it's Kyle Bray out of Amherst, Virginia. And then in the 81, veteran driver out of Lexington, Virginia, it's Neil Murray. Green flag is out here for the qualifying. Ben Hamilton times in second overall with 18.397. Neil Murray sixth overall with 18.758. Caution on the track for the 55 of Kyle Bray. Caution for the 55 of... Checkered flag is out. Chris Cordell is still your fastest at an 18.322. Ben Hamilton second at an 18.323. Neil Murray third overall with 18.419. In the 55 of Kyle Bray is eighth overall with a 19.109. Next out in 25, it's Dylan Thompson out of Concord, Virginia. And then in 34, Michael Simmons out of Millboro, Virginia. Green is out for hot lap qualifying. Rookies, you are up next for qualifying. Rookies, you are up next for qualifying. First lap for Dylan Thompson. 6th overall at 18.701. The 34C of Michael Simmons, 7th overall with an 18.719. Michael Simmons, 5th overall with an 18.522. All right, all 4 drivers here will pick out a chip. Dylan Thompson, fast time, will pick the first one. One for the 25 of Dylan Thompson. Chris Cordell reaching in to pick out a chip. 3 for Chris Cordell. Ben Hamilton. 4 for Ben Hamilton. 2. Neil Murray will be 2. Rookies up now. On the track is our rookies. In the 111, Madison Heights, Virginia's Owen Drury. In car 18, behind him is Caden Cunningham out of Forest, Virginia. Then his first race this season, it's Caleb Glassford out of Glasgow, Virginia. Green is out here for qualifying 3 laps for these gentlemen here. Elite Racing Series 602 late models, start making your way to staging, please. Elite Racing Series 602 late models, start making your way to staging. First lap here for Owen Drury. Next, coming out first in the BMF, LWR Builders, Race City Performance, WR Deacon and Sons Timber, Spencer Home Center, Beverly Brothers Sons Woodyard, former track champion, former promoter here at Natural Bridge Speedway, it's Larry Ramsey. Then in the 8, out of Waynesboro in the Auto Parts, Cassius Parts Repair, Blue Ridge Peterbilt, Ace Machinery, former track champion Joey Level. Then in the 15A, it is Derek Ayers in the WR Deacon and Sons Timber, Armstrong Construction Land Management, No More Worries, Shenandoah Washing Solution LLC. First lap for Larry Ramsey, a 16.912. First lap for Joey Level, 16.899. Derek Ayers, a 17.323. Coming up in the Rocket, Heaveners Cars and Trucks, J. Edward Groom, Long and Foster, Realty PPM Race Products out of Buena Vista, Virginia. It's Dustin Cash. Then in the Masterbuilt, Bilstein Shocks, Robert Robertson Inc., Affordable Heating and Air, Mark Parks Racing, Roger Robertson Jr. out of Palmer, Virginia. Then out of Lynchburg, Virginia, in the Easy D, Miller Auto Body, Cassius Excavating, Haywood Marine Construction, All About Wraps. It's Justin Williams, point leader here at Natural Bridge Speedway. First lap coming in here for Dustin Cash, 17.807, fifth overall. The 82 of Roger Robertson Jr., 16.926. New fast time, Justin Williams with a 16.578. Next out here in the 96 out of Standardsville, Virginia, in the J&D Race Car Parts, K&W Moeller Heating and Air, Tire Link LLC, Bilstein Shocks, Assorber, Checker Flag Graphics. It's Matthew Hildebrand. Rocket XR1 up out of Fishersville, Virginia, in the Hazy Mountain Vineyards Brewery, Jimmy and Linda Faust, Spiders Auto Service, Superior ATV Unlimited, four-time track champion Derek Rankin. Then in the 71, Barry Wright Air Icon, Royal Flush Plumbing, Digging Services, PD Radio Services, API Massage, Sweet Victory, Daddy Max Grub Shack. It's Buck Road Cap. First lap for Matthew Hildebrand, 17.098. Buck Road Cap, 7th overall with a 17.150. Derek Rankin, 5th overall with a 17.053. Buck Road Caps, 5th overall with a 17.029. 6th overall, the 72 of Derek Rankin at a 17.053. 7th overall, the 96 of Matthew Hildebrand at a 17.098. Fast time currently steals Lynchburg, Virginia's Justin Williams at a 16.578. Next, coming up out of Bedford, Virginia, in the Cecil B. Arthur Witt Mechanical, it's Jeff Witt. Then in the Kryptonite out of New Hope, Virginia, Karakoff's Auto Repair Machine Shop, S&S Shenandoah Auto Salvage, Lazy Acre Farms, H&H Printing. It's Franklin Karakoff. Then in the Longhorn out of Big Island, Virginia, in the Beverly's Wood Yards, Turbine Forest Products, Inc., Affordable Heating and Air, Robertson Paving, Mark Parks Racing, Bobby Ayers. First lap here for Jeff Witt, 17.294, 8th overall. Franklin Karakoff, 10th overall to 17.475. Bobby Ayers, 8th overall with a 17.293. Franklin Karakoff, 8th overall with a 17.286. Bobby Ayers, 9th overall with a 17.293. And Jeff Witt, 10th overall with a 17.294. Horn, Booper Bear Racing, Stanton Union Stockyard, Smith's Farm and Equipment Repair, Ray Fiend Transport LLC, Bluegrass Farm, SNLX, South Lex Cattle Company. It's Tyler Bayer. Then in the 66 in the Painter's Machine Shop, Heartland Veterinary Clinic, Intricity Air Solutions, HVA Services. It's Eric Groh, the 00 Tyler Bear. Looks like he got up into the guardrail a little bit there. Yep, look at the right quarter panel there on the 00. That will hurt him a little bit. Tyler Bear, 13th overall, a 17.843. Eric Groh, 12th overall with a 17.453. That damage on the 00 there up there early hurt his first time. Let's see if he picks it up a little bit. 13th overall, 17.459. Tough break for the 00 Rockbridge Bass. Tyler Bear, 13th overall to 17.459. Justin Williams will be a 2. Joey Level got a 4. Three for Larry Ramsey. And the 82 of Roger Robertson will be on the pole for your Bilstein Shocks late model. Now coming up, the K1 Race Gear Stock 4 Hot Lap qualifying. Now up his Stock 4 qualifying there is points leader Wesley Givens out of Henrico, Virginia. The 97 of Gary Smith out of Buckhannon. The 28 Caleb Gibson out of Weirs Cave, Virginia. And the 78 of Scott Ulray from Salem, Virginia here. Two groups here for qualifying. Gary Smith a 20.633. Wesley Givens a 27.78. Scott Unray third overall with a 21.889. And then the 28 of Caleb Gibson, 22.097. So current fast time in the K1 Race Gear currently is Gary Smith with a 20.483. Elite Racing Series 602, Heat 1, you are up next. Make your way to staging, please. Elite Racing Series Heat 1, I need you to be making your way to the cone and staging, please. Here is our final group of K1 Race Gear Stock 4 for qualifying. In car 21, it's Justin Groom out of Louisa, Virginia. And then car 41, it's Matthew Worwell out of Speedway, Virginia. Car 22, Chris Patrick out of Whitfield, Virginia. And then the two, our own pure stock driver of Donald Cassey out of Evington, Virginia. 2K. '41's first lap, 20.891. Chris Patrick's fifth overall, 21.928. Justin Groom, 22.00011. Donald Kesey, 22.612, eighth overall. 4 for Gary Smith. Matthew. 1 for 41 of Matthew.